Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Doing this video early. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and click that bell. Let's get into it. I know it's gonna be an ad in this video. I can tell.
Everything from the
Oh, there you go.
VK530 all the way down to the P3 Compact, all available on MirrorSafety.com. All right, guys, so in front of us we have our 7 filters in the lineup. Everything ranging from the VK530 down to the P3 Compact. Now, these filters in the middle here are going to have their big brother and little brother version. The NBC77 SOF has the NBC17 SOF as its little brother. The Pecan will have the Pecan Compact as its little brother. And the P3 filter will have the P3 Compact as its little brother. So these filters all have something in common, and that is that they have a P3 particulate layer. The difference between all of them is first of all, whether they have carbon or no carbon. These filters right here do have carbon, whereas the particulate filters are just solely to block out particulates. They do not have a carbon layer within them. So going down the line here, we're going to start off the VK530 first. So this filter, the main intent is for escape and evasion from smoky areas. Now, the best bet if you're in a low oxygen environment is always going to be an SCBA, which is a self-contained breathing apparatus, essentially you carrying your oxygen on your back. However, for escape and evasion, if a SCBA is not available, then this is a really great product that will help you get out of Dodge. So this filter filters out toxic industrial chemicals, along with conversion of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide, allowing you to breathe it out. And that conversion is rated for 15 minutes. So the VK450 is rated for A2, B2, E2, K2, HG, NO, 20CO, P3R. And I know that's a mouthful, so let's go through it one by one. So over here we have a handy dandy little cheat sheet that's going to go through all of the ratings. So A is organic gases and vapors, B is inorganic gases and vapors, E is acid gases and vapors, K is ammonia and amines, NO is nitrogen oxides, P3 is the particulate layer, D is dust, and R means that it's reusable, okay? The letter symbolizes the type of gas, and the number symbolizes the class of the filter, which basically means how many parts per million it filters out. So if you see an A2, 2 means that it's 5,000 parts per million. If it's an A1, it would only be rated for 1,000 parts per million. So when choosing a filter, keep that in mind, that the higher the number on this European rating system, the better, and the more parts per million you'll be able to filter out. So in going into the technical specs of these filters, first we're going to talk about the similarities and differences of these filters right here, because all of them have activated carbon inside of them. And then we're going to separately talk about the P3 filters because they are just particle filters. They do not have carbon. So the similarities between these 5 filters here are that all of them have activated carbon inside of it. And this activated carbon is treated with a chemical process and impregnated with metal salts. And the difference between each one is really a cooking recipe of sorts, where each one of them has different metal halides impregnated within the structure. And they also undergo a different set of chemical processes in order to get the finished product. So now discussing the particulate filters, this is the P3R, P3R Compact. The major difference is this is only a particulate filter. This does not have any carbon inside of it, so it will not work for gases and vapors because activated carbon is required as an absorption media for gases and vapors. This is only for particulates. So let's talk about use cases, starting off the VK530. So the VK530 is really intended for escape and evasion and industrial applications. It is a filter that takes care of toxic industrial chemicals along with the conversion of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. And that's what makes it uniquely positioned to combat wildfires, because when things burn, a few things happen, right? Chemicals get released You don't know what's burning, whether it's rubber, plastics, chemicals. And for emergency preparedness applications, you really want a filter that covers a wide variety of threats for a wildfire situation. If you are also caught in a low oxygen environment, then the hopcolite inside of it, which converts carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide, will kick in and help you get out of Dodge quickly. All right, guys, moving on to the NBC 77 SOF and the NBC 17. So the NBC 77 is very unique because it combines 3 different filters into one. It is a filter meant for toxic industrial chemicals. It works for CBRN agents, which stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. And it also has a DIN-rated reactor element within it that helps filter out radioactive methyl iodide that gets emitted during nuclear power plant meltdowns and events of that sort. The similarities between these 2 filters right here.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. 2 is 1, 1 is none. Get your gas masks, get your filters, stock up on food and water. I'm out of here.